My anime knowledge is not very great, but today we are going to be watching and reacting to some of the best anime opening intros. I'm really looking forward to this one, and be sure if you enjoy it to like the video, subscribe for more react content coming soon, and leave a comment with what you want to see me react to next. All right, we're kicking things off with Dragon Ball Z. I don't think this is the first one ever made, but let's go ahead and give it a watch and see what we think. I actually never watched Dragon Ball growing up. Surprisingly. I mean, like, I know who Goku and Vegeta are, but I don't have very much knowledge of the show. It's like pretty catchy so far. I feel like for a lot of people, this was like one of their favorite shows growing up. I will say, like, so far I'm not like super into it. I'm more into the visuals than the song. All right, visuals, we'll go with like an 8 out of 10 on that one. I didn't really like the song that much. Don't hate me. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. All right, next up, we've got My Hero Academia. Like most of these shows, this one has like a bajillion different openings, so we're just going with the first one, and we're going to see what we think. I've never seen this one either. So far, I'm liking the song more than the Dragon Ball one. And it's newer, so the visuals just look a lot cleaner. I'm actually surprised I've never seen this one. Of all the anime that I've never seen, this is one that I think I would have. A lot of people have like struggle with the subtitles thing with anime. I honestly don't mind. I think my first anime I watched it dubbed, and I was like, man, I feel like this isn't the way the show is intended. And then I started like trying to get into, you know, forcing myself to watch subbed anime, and then after a while, it just like it's just so much better that way, I think. I feel like I can also get a sense of the story and the characters, importantly too, from the intro. Lots of like quick jump cuts in this one. That one actually looks pretty cool. I'm gonna go with like, I'm gonna say 9 on the visuals. I want to leave a little bit of room just in case there's one that I think is even better. And then I'm gonna go, the song was pretty good. I'm gonna say, I'll say 7 on the song. I wasn't like blown away by it and like captured with it, but I'll say 7 for the song. All right, next one is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This one also has 10 different openings. This one was actually a special request by a viewer, so a shout out to a Gino. I stream over on Twitch usually 3 days a week, so if you want to follow over there, we sometimes do tier lists on Saturday mornings and take suggestions for those as well. So without further ado, let's start the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure opening. I mean, I am vaguely familiar with JoJo's, but I have no earthly idea what the show is about. This one's a little bit slower. Ooh, I like, it's almost like a comic book style of animation. At least in the intro opening it is. I think maybe it's just that it's more frames per second, so that it looks smoother. Then it almost has that like comic book texture over it. Can't tell if that guy is the protagonist or the antagonist. Also, this might be a stupid question, but was that JoJo? I don't know. This seems more like a protagonist than the... Well, maybe. Okay, antagonist, I'm assuming. David production. I don't have a great sense of what it's about. Like, clearly there's a good guy and a bad guy. There's this mask theme going on. I think I actually like the JoJo's one more than Dragon Ball, but less than the My Hero one. So I'm gonna go with like a 6 for the song. The visuals were really unique. I'm gonna say a 9 for those as well, but for a different reason than the My Hero visuals. It was so unique that I almost feel like I need to give it a high score for that one. All right, next up, we've got Naruto. Naruto actually looks like it has 9 different openings. By the way, I'll leave the links to all of these videos I'm watching down in the comment or in the description below if you want to check out the other alternate openings to some of these shows that we're not watching today. All right, we're going to watch the first Naruto opening here. Naruto, excuse me. Okay. I feel like Naruto is longer than JoJo's, no? I just always hear about people saying Naruto's really long. Definitely a different vibe from this one. Naruto is another one that I feel like Dragon Ball, it was on when I was growing up. I just didn't watch it a ton for whatever reason. Looking back at it, I wish I would have, though. To me, this is like that classic anime style. Kind of like Dragon Ball, but I feel like this more than any other show is like, to me, is like classic anime. Actually, there's a couple more on this list today that we're going to be watching that maybe even more so than Naruto. Almost getting like kind of some Pokemon vibes, not in the sense of like actual Pokemon, but like he's got like this group of other 2 or 3 friends who's kind of helping him on the adventure. I guess that's kind of a theme with a lot of anime, isn't it? Kind of a weird anticlimactic ending there at the end. Song, I'll go. I'll be generous and say a 6. For the visuals, it's just that like classic anime. I'll go with an 8. I'll go with an 8 for the visuals. But again, Naruto is another show that I definitely wish I would have seen when it was on when I was growing up. All right, next up is Death Note, and this is one that I have seen. I think it's one of the few anime on our list today that I actually have seen, and I already know I like the song a lot. And I haven't actually seen Death Note in probably a year, so let's go ahead and watch this one as well. Oh, it just comes back. I gotta rewatch this. The thing I remember the most about Death Note is that the beginning of the show felt so much better than the last few episodes. It just felt like the ending was really rushed. There's just like a ton of buildup. And then it just felt like it kind of ended over like a 4 or 5 episode arc really quickly. It's funny watching this, like, there's tons of characters in this intro that I'm like, who's that? Light Yagami. See, like, I have no recollection of who she is. Is that his girlfriend? I don't even remember. Clearly, I didn't pay enough attention during Death Note. There it is. I'm gonna try to not be biased on this one, and I'm gonna give Death Note the song. I love the song. I'm gonna go 9 on the song. For the visuals, I'll be fair and give it like a 7. I would say the opening's not anything crazy or anything, but yeah, I'll go 7 for the visuals, 9 for the music. This is another one I've seen, Attack on Titan. This is the first season intro and probably definitely the most well-known one, I would say. Yeah, I love this one. I already know I'm gonna be biased in my answer, but let's start it. Oh man, I gotta rewatch this as well. I don't know. What's everyone's favorite season of Attack on Titan? Those of you that have seen it. This is also one of the few anime that I can think of where... Actually, is that the... I don't know if it's this specific video that has subtitles on it, or if that is actually, like, part of the intro. I don't remember. I feel like it is part of the intro, isn't it? But a lot of anime I don't feel like has the English words as subtitles in the intro. I just remember when this was coming out and it was like huge at the time. All right. And they put these little, like, cards over the end of the thing. All right, Attack on Titan. That song, I got to give it a 10. It gets me hype every time. Visuals, I'll go... It's so good, too. Do I go 8 or 9? I'll go 8, just to kind of be fair to it. Next up is Demon Slayer. I've never seen this one, but I know a lot of people that really, really like Demon Slayer. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I like the sound so far. And it seems a little bit darker, which I prefer shows that tend to be that way. Wow, huh. This has sort of that smoothness thing going for it. Kind of like JoJo's, but not with the comic book look to it. Kind of weird they were using stills right there. The heck was that thing in her mouth? Is she, like, forbidden from speaking? The colors, that's so cool. Man. That guy had a pig on his head. Maybe that is his head. Alright, I will say, of any that I've watched so far, that is the one that I have not seen, but also that it makes me want to see it, having seen the opening theme. The colors alone, that might be my favorite visual one. So I'm going to go with a 10, actually, for the Demon Slayer visuals. The song was kind of meh. I'm going to go 8 on the song. Maybe that's a little generous. 7 or 8. I'll stick with an 8 just to be fair. So 8 for the song, 10 for the visuals. Really cool visuals on that one. All right, I've heard people say Hunter x Hunter and Hunter x Hunter for this one. I'm going to say Hunter x Hunter because I think I've heard more people refer to it as that, but also never seen this one. Let's go ahead and give it a start. Sunrise. Okay. Interesting. I thought is this newer or older? For some reason I thought this was more of a newer anime. But it looks kind of like mid-2000s to me. I feel like I've heard this song before. I have before. Where have I heard this? I haven't seen this show. Oh. So I guess Hunter x Hunter premiered in 2016. Or no, I'm sorry. This is... Oh, no, 2011. 2011 and ended, I think, in 2016. apologies to the Hunter x Hunter fans. I'm gonna go like a 4 on the song and like maybe a 5 on the visuals. I don't know. Just nothing about it was like grabbed me in any ways that made me want to see it. But hey, you know, maybe someday I'll change my mind if I see it and, you know, maybe think, wow, that was actually a pretty good show. One Piece. What I know about this show is I think there's like almost 30 different openings. I think this is the longest running or most episode show in anime. Let me know down in the comments if I'm on the right track there with that. But I know this show has like been on forever and has like a bajillion episodes with like a ton of different episode arcs. Okay, kind of like a story intro to this one. Again, this is the very first one, so that's probably why. Like the evil Captain Hook. Okay, yeah, I don't know if the whole show is about pirates or a pirate, or if that's just like one of the episode arcs at the beginning. To me, this is also in that category of like classic looking anime. Is that the whole thing? Oh no, okay. Ooh, kind of some interesting looking creatures. See, to me, that gets me a little bit more interested in it. Seeing that this is in like, holy cow, that is a large sea beast, whatever that is. I don't know if that's like the video quality. Yeah, that was weird. There's like some specs or whatever you call that, visual distortion there. The cool thing about this show, having never seen it and what I can infer, is that it seems like the world just, I mean, it kind of like Pokemon, where they can almost just keep extending it because the show is centered around like a journey or traveling or an adventure, so there can just always be another place to go. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I'm getting from this. Oh, that was it? That was kind of a weird ending. Okay, visuals for One Piece. I'll go with a solid 7, I guess. Song, 6, maybe 5, somewhere in that range. But One Piece is one that I think the biggest problem with that show is it's just so intimidating to start it because you're committing to, if you want to watch the whole thing, like 1,000 episodes or something wild like that. Here's another classic anime one. Cowboy Bebop, arguably one of, if not the shows that helped bring anime more into the mainstream, at least from what I've heard from other people. Never seen this myself, so let's give it a start. Well, I'm getting some like old school newsreel flashes, you know what I mean?
This scene. Get everybody in the stuff together.
I like the visual.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Oh, the smoke, that was cool. Anyone ever play Carmen Sandiego? That's what that scene kind of maybe reminded me of. Give me some Star Wars vibes too. I will say, it's not giving me a ton of, like, information as far as story goes. Like, I'm getting, like, secret spy sort of vibes, I guess? Like, is he a spy? I don't really know, what the storyline is. But I like the choice of how they chose to do the intro. I like that ending. All right. The use of the like brass instruments I really enjoyed. It gave me sort of like that classic, I don't know. There was something about it that I liked the visuals a lot. Thought it was very unique the way they chose to do the opening theme. However, it didn't give me information about the story really. And people who have seen it are probably like, "Oh, yeah, of course it did. That's that person and that person." But I'm just telling you how I feel from the outside looking in. I'm going to go with an 8. For the visuals, it probably would be higher, but again, it didn't give me a ton of information. The music I liked as well. I'll go with like I would go 8 for that too. 8s for both for that one. And last but not least, we have Fullmetal Alchemist. Again, this is the original, not Brotherhood. I know a lot of people say that Brotherhood is probably the better choice of which one to watch. For whatever reason, when I was starting out watching anime, this was the one I chose to watch. And so I figured, let's go ahead and we'll watch the opening for this one. Man, this has been probably 4 years since I've seen this one. I do recall the music though. I don't think I ever actually watched. Did I watch Brotherhood? I don't remember. I think I tried to watch Brotherhood, and because I watched this one first, it felt so different that it was almost jarring to me. I think the benefit that people say of Brotherhood compared to this one is that it's a lot more fast paced and doesn't, take as long to get through the story. But I don't mind that with anime, honestly. I'd rather have like a deep backstory, even if it takes a while to develop it. Ooh, that's like hurting my head. Anyone else getting like almost dizzy watching that part? Is it bad that I barely remember who that is? All right, Full Metal Alchemist. I will go with a. I don't know. I'll try not to be biased. I'll say a 7 for the music and visuals. They're not honestly that great, I would say. I'll go with a 6, but I love that show so much. Of everything I saw today, not including the ones that I have seen before, like Attack on Titan and Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist, the two that stood out to me the most were probably My Hero Academia, and then probably most of all was Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer really, really looks like a good one to me. I loved the colors in the opening, but you let me know, which anime should I watch for my next one? Remember to like and subscribe on your way out, and leave a comment below for what I should react to next. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Peace.